I believe most people who are smart, they stay stuck because they stay in their head thinking of how to make something better rather than just putting something out. I was dealing with a lady. She is a chef, pastry chef. She got a call that someone was interested in her making cupcakes for them. And the cupcakes would be like gluten free or something like that. And immediately, this person went from, I know what I'm doing, I've done it before, I went to school for it, they went straight to what all could go wrong and how it's been probably a couple months since they made a cupcake. So what they did over the course of days, and I found out, was they just brainstormed and verbally processed every bit of what could go wrong about these cupcakes. They started verbally also processing what they didn't have, the lag, such and such. So I asked them a question. I said, what if you just make them for free, a sample, maybe five of them for free to take the mental load off? And the person uh, wasn't hearing that. The person was like, this is what they want. They went into overload. And I started realizing that the pattern that was happening was they were telling themselves the story that they needed to make perfect cupcakes for this person who wanted them. The story they also were telling themselves was, if I don't do this perfectly, someone may think I'm not worth it, which is a deeper issue. I find that out. I see that happen more than I would like to admit with people who are really smart. They know the stuff. They have gotten degrees and certifications and things for it. But when it comes time for them to just take action, they go into deep brainstorming and then usually they don't take any action. So after I found out, when I just started just dissecting what was happening, not dissecting necessarily the person, but the situation was a lady needed some cupcakes for a party. The story that this young lady started telling herself was, it has to be perfect. Down the underneath stuff, what was underneath, what was actually happening is this person felt that they would be judged if they made bad cupcakes. And here I am at this point, like, just buy the cupcakes. What was happening was they were attaching self-worth now to these cupcakes and they weren't taking any action. So I said, hey, how about we just do this? How about you just make the cupcakes, give them a sample for free. If they don't like it, you lose nothing. You get a chance to bake again. If you're a person that struggles with, I come up with great ideas, but I never execute them, maybe the issue is you feel the idea has to be perfect to execute it, or you feel you need to be perfect. And those two things could actually derail you. So, what I would suggest to do is think, how can I take action today on this idea or this thing that I said I was going to do? How can I take action on it today? What can I do today? I don't need to make it perfect. A cake that's never made and can't be tasted is not a good cake, or a bad cake. It's not even anything. But I want you to think, what action could I take today? And after you decide that, drop it in the comments. I would love to hear what action you actually did today.